Ms. Mayo, you're here today because you filed a paternity suit against Mr. Brown, who you claim is your 2-month-old fraternal twins, Chloe and Carter's biological father. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You say when today's results prove your case, you want him to pay you $1,000 for half of the child-rearing expenses.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Brown, you say the only reason Ms. Mayo is claiming you're the father is because she's trying to trap you and she's desperate to be with you. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Ms. Mayo, you're suing for child-rearing expenses. What has Mr. Brown done for your twins thus far?
Nothing at all. Everything they got from before I even had them, I have bought. Mr. Brown have bought not one thing that you can think of. Everything came out of my pocket or my mom or my dad.
Not one thing?
Not one thing. Nothing at all.
Mr. Brown, is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why is that?
Because I don't believe they my children.
I don't know why you feel like that, and you know they're yours, bro. I don't know why you feel like that, and you already know.
For one, I feel like she trapped me.
I never trapped you. How did I trap you? I didn't want to have no child with you.
So
I wish I would have never got pregnant.
Why was you messing with me from the beginning? Why was you messing with me from the beginning?
Because at first we was friends. Why you putting on the show? Before any of this happened, we was like, we was friends. We was cordial. Like, I was doing stuff for you. You was doing stuff for me and my kids. Wrong or right?
Right.
Say if it was Monday. If I didn't see him Monday, I knew for a fact I was going to see him Tuesday.
Right.
From the first night when we had sex, we didn't use a condom. Every day we had sex, we never used a condom.
So if she seen me Monday and she ain't see me Tuesday, that's a whole gap.
You right, but at the
That's a
same
24
time, I
hour
was
gap
talking
for her
to
to do
no one
what?
but you, and you know that.
So you feel like were you having protected sex or unprotected?
We had unprotected sex.
All
Every
right.
time, not one time did we use a condom.
And so what you're saying is you were having a sexual relationship, you weren't using protection, but you believe she was also sleeping with other people.
Yeah, that could be the case.
Were you having sex with anybody else, Miss Mayo?
No.
That's what they all say.
Take me back. I want to understand the nature of this relationship. What was this about? You all were just having sex for sport or what?
Yeah, that's what it
basically.
was.
But basically, we was friends. No, don't even. We was friends. We been best of friends until Cedric really.
Best of friends?
Yes, we have been. Before all this happened, we was friends.
Man,
so
we
you
was
wasn't
friends.
helping me take
Okay.
care of my kids. The kids did
Yeah.
not. We weren't friends.
was
Making
doing
sure
all-
I
I
got
was
to
doing
work.
all that,
Making
but-
sure this. and
Wait a
that.
minute.
Come on now.
He was helping you take care of your other kids.
Yes. Making sure I got to work. Make sure I had gas in my truck. Make
that's
sure
the
I
type of-
had.
That sounds like you were a
Make sure
couple
I
to
had
me.
Everything.
Oh, that's the type of person I am. That's, I mean, if
I ain't
we,
got
we
Oh,
no-
you
I-
just kind-hearted.
yeah, I'm a kind-hearted person. That's the type of person I am.
Okay, so you all admit you weren't in a committed relationship.
No, we wasn't.
Not even dating. You just having sex and he's helping you take care of your kids.
Yes, basically.
That's
it.
new, Ron. That's new. That's new.
It's situationship.
It's a situationship.
Yeah, situationship. Yeah.
That's a new
Yeah.
Now that's a new word.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tell me, what was the situationship when she told you she was pregnant?
He left. He blocked me on
Okay,
everything.
okay.
Blocked me on Facebook. Blocked me on Instagram.
Okay,
Removed
look,
everything.
can we take
Just
it
started
back?
talking to me.
I'm saying, can we
Just
take?
started block
can
my
we-
mama. I wrote his mama
You
on.
blocked her mama too, Mr.
Yes.
Brown?
I wrote
All
his
that.
mama on Facebook.
All that.
He wrote back talking
All
about don't
that.
inbox my mama. But if I feel like your mama should have stepped up and said something.
I want to go back to the moment you told him. What was your response from that point on?
Prior to all that, prior to her being pregnant and all that, I stated from the beginning, I don't want no children. I don't want no
Okay,
child.
if you didn't want no children, you coulda used the condom, correct?
Okay. We had a talk. I told her to go get on birth control.
Lies.
Okay.
You never told me
Okay.
that.
From the birth control, one day, I'm at her house, we just kicking it. You know what I mean? She tell me to come in the room, I come in the room. She present me with all type of documents, medical documents, stating that she can't have no children, that she can't have children or none of that, how her last child was never supposed to be here. How the doctor told her that she would never have children again. So when she presented me with all this, I feel like I'm in a safety net. I got a safety zone, like, okay, she can't have children.
Oh.
Right.
So she comes in with all this paperwork.
showing
Telling
me
you I can't have any children.
how she almost died, having her last child, and he was never supposed to be here.
Lies.
Come on, man, you
That's
know that's the
lies.
truth.
So
man.
did
Keep
you
it
show him
real.
this paperwork, Miss
No, no.
Keep it
no.
real.
I am keeping it real. You keep it real.
Man, you gonna sit here and lie
Lies.
to these
No,
folks?
no. That is a lie. That is a lie. That's a straight up lie.
So you never told him
No.
that you couldn't have children?
No, no.
we
You
do
never
lie to
showed him
No.
any paperwork?
You do a
No,
lie detector test too?
no. That's a lie.
Oh, so that's why when you say, I think she trapped me, you think she gave you this paperwork to show you she couldn't have children as like a get out of protected sex free card.
Trap you. You ain't got
listen,
nothing for nobody else, no kids,
on many occasions we done had this conversation. I don't want no children. She supposed
But if
to,
you didn't
she
want no
told me,
children,
she
why
had
you
done
didn't
told
use
me
no
she
Did he
condom, right?
communicate to you, Miss Mayo, that he didn't want any children?
Yes, but at my point, why you didn't use no condom? You don't want no children.
Man, because you showed me them papers. Why
Man, I
would
didn't
I lie?
show
Why would I
you
lie about?
nothing.
Why would
I
I
didn't
lie
show
about
her.
papers? Like what?
Okay.
what
So
am I getting?
clearly,
You ain't lied about.
listen,
Come on, you lied about stupid stuff. Come on.
Come on,
Mr.
man.
Brown, you all understand that having safe sex is not just about pregnancy. That's not the only issue. I mean, you can die from contracting diseases, and yet you all still decided you were going to have sex without protection.
Yes.
Worst mistake of my life.
Mine too, because I hate them.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Tell me why you're standing in court today saying that you're positive you're not the father, and that's why I haven't done anything for these twins, because Miss Mayo is right. It's not, I mean, taking care of one child is expensive. Twins?
Because she.
What happened to kind-hearted Mr. Brown?
Because I didn't want this. I stated this from the
Well, they
beginning.
here
I
now.
don't
It ain't
want
what
no
you
children.
want. They
This
here
was her
now.
whole
They
plan
here
from the
now.
beginning.
So
Her
it
whole
don't
plan
matter.
from the beginning was to have kids
No,
by
that
me.
was not. Who are
Come
you?
on, man.
Cedric,
Stop
what do you
playing.
have? Like,
Stop
come on,
playing.
tell me some
front,
my fault.
you can
Come on,
front, you can
Frank,
front in front of these
But
folks,
yeah,
but
you
you
right.
know what's going
Okay.
on for real.
All right.
She
Do you
know
have
this.
any other proof that she was having sex with anyone else?
When I first met her, she had sex with me on the first night. So how I'm supposed to view that? Come on.
So what is your doubt exactly?
They don't look like me for one. I got very
They running
distinct
mine.
features.
So come on, everybody in America knows that when
Your
newborns
Honor,
are born,
Your Honor.
they don't look like no
Your Honor,
one.
Can I go to?
They don't even look like me.
Can I go to the easel?
Oh, you have an exhibit?
Yes, can I go
Please
to the
step
easel and
over.
show you?
Yes, I'd like to see it.
Wonder what this is.
Okay, this me. As you can see, I got very thick eyebrows. This is a distinct feature
They
of
was
me.
just born. Look at
Okay.
Chloe's eyebrows. Look
This
at
me.
Chloe right now.
This me. Thick eyebrows. This them. That's them.
Well, they 2 months old. They don't even have time to grow
him.
that many eyebrows yet.
Right.
The son, he got an M hairline, which is hereditary. I got a straight hairline.
It don't
My
matter.
father got a
other son
straight
got a
hairline.
hairline like that.
My father
So,
got a straight hairline. So how do he have an M hairline? That's hereditary. That comes from whoever the father is.
Which is you. And you act like they gotta have everything that you have. They just 2 months. They don't look like no one.
And twins don't run in my family.
But they run in mine. Excuse me, let me stop you. Twins is a generation in my family. My brother got a set of twins. My auntie, it started later on from my great-grandmother. Twins run in my family.
Mr. Brown, I've given you an opportunity to really explain your doubt here. I got eyebrows and a hairline.
Right. And my name, why? If I'm the alleged father, why she didn't name me as the father on the birth certificate?
Because you, let's answer this question. What have you done? Was you at the hospital?
I'm not
Do you
gonna do
deserve
that.
it?
Well, Miss Mayo, hold on.
Listen.
I think that now Mr. Brown has come back to the courtroom and he's asking a valid question. If I am the father, why wasn't I named as father?
Because he wasn't there. I mean, for what? You already blocked me. Man,
Okay.
did I have your number? Who else's number you
What
blocked?
you
He
need
blocked
my
my
number
sister's
for?
number. I could not
Everybody.
call him.
'Cause you
He blocked my
aggravating.
mama
You're
number.
aggy.
You right, because
You're
you need to help take
aggravating.
care of these twins.
You're
You right, I'm going to be
aggravating.
aggravated. I'm going to blow your phone apart. You right.
So all while you're pregnant with the twins, you can't get in touch with him.
No, because he blocked my whole family. And I tried to write his mama to let her know what was going on. She could have been a woman and told her son to do something, but she didn't even do that much. It don't matter. You should have gave your phone. Okay, yeah, you
she
right.
had me her phone and said, ask me who is up. Man, that's nobody. Block her.
So he blocked me. That shows you what type of guy he is.
I can't get over the irony. I mean, really, Ron. I mean, before you get pregnant, you all are friends and you're
Yes.
helping one another out and you're
Yes.
communicating. He's
Yes.
helping you with your children. You're helping him out. And then you get pregnant and now he's doing nothing.
Nothing at all. He
And
don't
now
even
you
know-
have no communication.
He don't even know what's going on with Chloe.
Because-
Chloe was born deaf, can't hear. He don't know that. He don't know nothing. My child can't hear at all.
And that's my fault.
Man, you can at least be there. I'm here with them 24/7 by myself. My child is deaf. Can't hear nothing at all. And you ain't doing nothing.
Man, listen.
When you find out today, what, like, are you gonna help do this? Are you gonna help do that? I gotta take sign language class. Do you know, like, man, you don't understand what I go through. 6 o'clock in the morning, all the way till it's time for them to lay down. I got them by myself, at the house, by myself, no help. With my sister there, she gotta go to work, so she leave. So when she there, I still had them by myself. You know how hard it is changing diapers back to back to back, feeding them back to back to back.
Not gonna be
doing
there.
all this.
We still not
see,
together.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you don't have to be there. But at the end of the day, you're gonna take care of them. You're gonna do what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna get it one way or another.
That's a whole thing, man. That's a whole thing.
What's her whole thing?
That's a whole thing. I got text messages saying she gonna ruin she gonna make
my
life to live in hell.
And I got expenses from everything that I have bought from.
Let me see that evidence, Ron. What is this evidence, Miss Mayo?
My expenses from what I have bought.
It's upsetting you that he's denying.
Yeah, it's upsetting that I got to sit there and raise 2 babies by myself. I'm 23 years old. You know how hard it is having 2 babies? I wish this on no one.
This is why we, in this court, when we try to talk to young women, just like yourself, when you laying down with any old body, they've made no commitment to you. You're not married, you're not in a relationship, nothing. And this is a hard thing that I have to tell young girls. If he hasn't said he wants you, why would you expect for him to say he wants children with you?
You're right.
It is a lot. I had my child when I was almost 40 years old, and I'm telling you, some days I didn't know whether I was coming or going. And I look at you at 20-something years old, with 2 babies, one with a special need. I can only imagine. But I don't want you to speak negatively over your children. I never want you to do that as a mother. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, I want to understand what you presented to court today.
Okay, that's my expenses, like from their car seats, they strollers, clothes, bibs, everything.
And you've been doing this by yourself?
Yes, ma'am. There's formula. They both on different milk. So Carter formula is more expensive than Chloe's, because Carter was in the NICU for 4 weeks. So they put him on another type of formula, which is like $32 a can.
Understood. So we've got clothes, baby needs, milk, toiletries, totaling $2,000, which is why you're suing Mr. Brown for $1,000, because he would be responsible for half if he's in fact the biological father.
Yes, Your Honor.
On top of that, Ms. Mayo, you've also submitted to the court projected medical expenses for Chloe will be, because you said she was born deaf.
Yes.
And so she's going to need support in the form of education. You're going to need special education classes to learn how to sign. You spoke about that. Hearing aid, and also an implant surgery.
Yes, Your Honor.
These expenses total $216,550, almost $250,000 to support this beautiful little girl. And this is just a piece. And I can see that it hurts you and it concerns you. Mm-hmm. And look, let's be honest, it's scary.
Very scary.
And now
he don't even know that. He just finding this out today. You think he cared? No.
I care when I hear the results.
Look, you the one set up in here when you came in here talking about, I'm just a kind person, Your Honor. Her other children, I just helped her out. So you're trying to tell me now that you have no empathy or compassion?
I got compassion
for a young child that's born and can't hear?
Yeah, I got
and
compassion.
potentially,
I got compassion.
And this mother that used to be your friend and help you out is up against these type of expenses and challenges raising the children?
Show you what type of man he is, because he don't care. He don't care.
Yeah.
Ms. Mayo, I have to ask you this before I go to the results. Mr. Brown's been honest about the fact that he just feels like he's unsure because you all had sex so quickly, unprotected. Well, she might have done it with somebody else. Is there anybody else?
No. No.
All right, let's go to the results. Ron, I'm ready.
Your Honor.
Because the twins are fraternal, that basically means that they are like siblings born at the same time. So we had to perform 2 separate DNA tests. Do you understand? These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Mayo versus Brown, when it comes to 2-month-old Carter Mayo and 2-month-old Chloe Mayo, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Brown, you are the father.
What you gonna do now?
Man, you know I'm gonna take care of my children, man. Come on, man.
We'll see.
Well, let me say this before we adjourn. Mr. Brown, these are your biological children.
Yeah, I know that now.
All right? So you know that now for certain.
Yeah.
Because of that, you are required by law to take care of them.
I'm gonna take care of
Financially,
my children.
and you also have the legal right to see them and be involved in their life. Ms. Mayo came to court suing for $1,000. That's half of the child rearing expenses. She presented evidence, and you, in fact, owe her that. For that reason, judgment is for the plaintiff for $1,000. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Mckeever, you say you have no doubt that Mr. Arnold is your 3-year-old son, Kenneth's biological father.
Yes, Your Honor.
You've requested a paternity test and are suing Mr. Arnold for $1,796 in child care expenses.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Arnold, you and your aunt, Ms. Henderson, say that Ms. Mckeever admitted to sleeping with 2 other men, but now you claim you're the one who's been put on child support for a boy who's definitely not yours.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Mckeever, he says he's on support. What does he actually do for your son?
Well, actually, he has not done anything for my son. My sister has been playing a big role in my son's life, far as buying him diapers, if I need money to get my kids clothes.
But he's on child support?
Yes.
But you've never gotten anything?
I never got anything.
Not a dime yet?
Not a dime.
And so you're suing for child care expenses you've incurred thus far?
Yes.
Let me see those expenses, please. Thank you. These expenses include diapers, shoes, clothes. They total $1,796.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Arnold, are you doing anything for this child?
No, it's not my child, so why would I pay anything?
You feel confident it's not your child.
Right.
So you've chosen not to pay anything at all,
Yes, Your Honor.
even though you've been required to pay child support?
Yes, Your Honor.
You know that's a dangerous game, right?
It's not my child, so why should I pay anything? I got put on child support because of not showing up to a DNA test.
Oh, you were named. Why didn't you show up to the DNA
Because
test,
I don't
young
have
man?
any transportation to get to this place.
But look where it ended up. This happens in this courtroom way too much. Young men in your position, you come to court and you say, this is not my child, Your Honor, this is not my child, Your Honor. And then when I ask, did you have an opportunity to take a DNA test? Well, I couldn't get there. I didn't have no ride. I didn't have those. We get a ride to go everywhere else we want to go. This is important because you see what happened. Once you didn't show, you're named by default. You should not be in the position you're in right now.
My other baby.
And whether you are or you are not Kenneth's biological father today, because you didn't show up, they say legally you're deemed to be Kenneth's father. Now, she's saying her sister has had to step up to the plate and help cover all these expenses because she can't take care of the child. You're not taking care of the child. I want to hear from your sister, ma'am. State your name, ma'am.
I'm Shakiria Cox.
Miss Cox, thank you for joining us today. So you've been stepping up to the plate as it relates to Kenneth.
Yes, ma'am, I have.
And you've been helping out,
Yes, ma'am, I have.
paying for expenses.
Haircuts, shoes, clothes, milk, anything that little boy needs. If she calls me, he have it, you know.
With the understanding that she's responsible for paying you back this month.
And that is, yes. that is
Everything is not being said. There was another young man involved who was supposed to be these kids' dad.
Who is this
now,
young
after
man?
2 years, now all of a sudden, my nephew is being blamed for these kids.
Who
These
is this young
not
man?
his children, because if they was, why would you name another man saying that they was the dad? But all of a sudden, you took a
I'm asking a question. Who is this young man? Do you know?
I don't know him personally.
Who is
No,
this
I
other
don't.
young man, Ms. Mckeever?
The other young man that I was with, he ended up going away.
Okay.
Mr. Arnold ended up moving with me. So the whole time that he was living with me, Your Honor, you know, we were intimate a lot, unprotected. Now, the other young man that I was messing with, he ended up coming back home December 26th. So me and him, we messed around on that day. Around January 18th, I end up going to the doctor because I get my 6-month checkup. The lady ended up telling me I was 6 weeks pregnant. The last person who I had intimate with was the other dude.
And you submitted a calendar to the court.
Yes.
Pretty much you were with Mr. Arnold, having sex with him unprotected, you said.
Yes.
Pretty much the whole month of December. But when you got pregnant, your doctor told you that the window of conception was about the 24th of December to the 31st, right?
Yes.
And you say you were intimate with the other guy.
December 26th.
December 26th, you were intimate with the other guy.
Yes.
So you told the other guy that this is his child.
Yes.
And you told Mr. Arnold he's not the father of the child.
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Henderson, what would you like to add? I just wanted to make sure I understood that on my calendar.
If her conception time was from December the 24th until the 31st, but all of a sudden she slept with this dude on the 26th, that's kind of convenient, don't you think? I mean, that's 2 days.
Okay,
48
excuse me,
hours,
Your
that's
Honor.
real convenient. And then you decide that after this guy comes back, you gonna tell him first that he the dad when you'd have been with Christopher all of December, and you with him one time, but he the dad. Now 2 years later, look where we at. This don't make no sense.
So once she told you you were not the father, Mr. Arnold, what happened?
The fake DNA test showed up then. She done blocked him out for 2 years, blocked him off of Facebook, no contact. 2 years later, this girl pop up and tell him she need to talk to him. When she gets him and talk to him, she tell him that she did the DNA for the other guy, and he not the daddy. Christopher wanted a copy of the DNA test.
After 2 years, you finally did the DNA with the other guy? Explain.
Okay, so as my son got older, when he started turning 1 into 2, his features start to come in.
That little boy don't look nothing like us.
The other guy that I was intimate with, he decided to get the DNA test. It was not my decision, it was his. So they contacted me and they sent me a paper in the mail. I had a DNA test done. When I had the DNA test done and the DNA test came back, it said 0%. So what I did was...
Do you have any evidence of that test?
No, I don't have the evidence with me.
And she wouldn't let us get a copy, and she wouldn't let us take a picture of it so we could have some evidence.
When you said Kenneth was 1 years old, you said you felt like he looked like Mr. Arnold.
Yes.
Did you say anything to Mr. Arnold then? Say, oh, this is...
Yes, and when I said it to Mr. Arnold, these are Mr. Arnold's exact words. He said, I had a feeling that that's my child because every time I come around him, I have a connection. He always kept telling me that.
Yes, Your Honor. I didn't know it was another guy involved until after she came back and showed me the papers.
He's lying on that part. The time that we was in a relationship, he knew about the other guy. So it's not like I just got with Mr. Arnold and didn't tell him about this other guy. Even when the other guy got out, I told Mr. Arnold, well, I want to go see him. He didn't have nothing to say about that at all. So my thing is, if you felt that that little boy wasn't yours, why were you constantly contacting me? Why was you constantly asking me to be with you? Why would you constantly do that? You know what I'm saying?
But
and it upsets me because the simple fact is his family cannot sit here and tell him that this is not his child because y'all was not in the bedroom with us when we did what we did, and y'all was not living with me. Y'all wasn't calling him, asking him, did he need this, did he need that? It was always me that was doing it.
You told another man he was the daddy.
Exactly.
We sure wasn't gonna call the daddy nothing.
Let's get some
order.
The kid don't even look like me, so I don't understand why I'm being put through this.
So, so you say he doesn't look like you.
He don't.
So when he was 1 and she said he's starting to look like you and you said, yeah, I thought that was my son because we have a connection, did that happen?
Yes, Your Honor, but...
You did say that.
Right, but
exactly.
he don't...
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not understanding.
Let Mr. Arnold finish the statement.
Okay.
He 3 now. He don't even look like me now.
You don't feel like he looks like you at all?
And it's crazy, he can't even speak for himself. First of all, you are 27 years old.
I mean, you can see
you are a grown man. Why every time you have a problem or we have anything going down, you gotta run to your family members?
That's what we
Why don't you step up and be a man and worry about your kids? Because at the end of the day, me and you are going to be taking care of those kids, not your family, not nobody else. That's how I look at it.
You don't know
so
what
therefore,
family can do.
I'm not just bringing him to try to plant a
can take
baby
care of
on
somebody
him.
else's
Because
baby.
like I said, when I met Mr. Arnold, he didn't have nowhere to stay. So you really think I'm just about to pick you out the sky and say, oh, I want him to be my baby daddy? No, that ain't me. I'm not about to do that. So for them to sit here and try to say, oh, she trying to make him take care of her kids, or she trying to blame him,
No,
that is
what
not
we
even
trying to
the
do is
fact.
make you
Because
find
this is
your
about
baby
me.
daddy. That's what
I
we
grew up
trying
in
to do.
foster care, Your Honor. I grew up in foster care. I had no father at all. Period, at all. So I didn't want my son to grow up and not know who his father is. So it hurt me a lot for his family to sit up here and try to make me out as a bad person. Yes, I admit to my wrong. I was wrong for messing with two guys at the same time. I am wrong for that. But I'm here today to try to prove to him that that is his son. You know what I'm saying? And it hurt me because my son asks about him every day.
He does.
He asks about him every day, and it hurt me that I can't even pick up the phone and be like, well, come get your son. Your son want to see you. Come on now. It's okay, you can say, it would be different if he said it's a possibility that I'm not his father. But you just straight out saying you just not his father, like me and you never had sex ever before. And that really hurt me. I broke down to Christopher and I apologized to him. I said, I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart for doing that to you because you missed out of 2 years of your son. So I feel bad for doing that. I take my part of being a woman and admit to my faults of what I did. But for them to just flat out just say I'm lying, that really hurts me.
Your Honor, can I
So,
please say
yes,
something?
Ms. Henderson, what would you
when
like
you
to add?
start out with lies, you end up with lies. You lay down with dogs, you get up with fleas.
That really hurts me. And for him to just sit there and try to make me like I'm a bad person and not even try to at least take up for me and say the wrongs that he did. Because the reason why me and him broke up and I end up paying attention and messing with the other man is because I found pictures on social media of him and another girl.
My nephew is not a bad person. My nephew was just put in a situation where he was told one thing when she knew it was something else. And so within all that occurring, not so much.
I never said he was a bad person.
Hold on.
He's a good man.
Hold on. I'm talking now. Okay. What would you like to add, Mr. Arnold?
I can go to jail for a child that ain't even mine. I don't even know possibly I'm the father.
Now, if you go to jail for failure to pay support, which is a possibility, all because a bus ride with somebody you slept with for the whole month of December, for 3 weeks,
Your Honor.
and you could father a child, that doesn't make any sense. Because now you standing here with your life on the line. She said you haven't paid anything. You can get picked up anytime. And all you had to do was show up. So now you're here. Even if it's determined that you're not this child's biological father today, that does not change the legal issue you're faced with. Is that you have been named this child's father by default for failure to show up. And so if you're not, you're going to have to go back to your home state, go to court, present this evidence, this DNA evidence, and then go from there, and there's no guarantee. Do you understand this?
Yes, Your Honor.
Don't you ever let anybody control your fate, your life, and your destiny, and you facing consequences that only you are responsible for alone. I'm ready for the results. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. Is there something you wanted to say?
If he's not ours, we don't want this problem. We don't need the aggravation.
You don't want the problem.
Did anybody hear what I just said?
That's what I'm saying. But this the thing about it,
Your
Judge.
aggravation?
Yeah, this is a whole bunch of mess.
No, my point is, he didn't show up to court. That's what aggravated the situation. The failure to show up to court. Do you get that? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Are we ready for the results?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics. They read as follows. In the case of Mckeever versus Arnold, when it comes to 3-year-old Kenneth James Reeves, It has been determined by this court. Mr. Arnold, you are his father.
Step up, baby. Just step up. That's what we wanted. That's what we here for. The DNA, the truth.
Your Honor, I will step up to the plate. I want to be around all my kids.
Good.
All my kids.
That's what I want to hear, young man. You're not a bad guy. You listening to the wrong people.
Thanks.
Your Honor, I never said that he was a bad guy, because he's not. He's a really great person. He's not bad father at all.
You didn't. But I want him to understand that sometimes when you stand before court and you have to face your wrongs, talk about things that you should have done differently, that's a difficult thing to do. And you may feel like, self, you really blew it now, you know. Everybody thinks you irresponsible. Everybody thinks you this. Everybody thinks you that. At the end of the day, that really doesn't matter, Mr. Arnold. What matters is what your intentions are going forward. You understand that?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Miss Mckeever, you came to court suing for $1,796,
Yes,
right?
Your Honor. Yes.
Because it has been determined, Mr. Arnold, that you are in fact Kenneth's biological father, Ms. Mckeever is entitled to half of those expenses. For that reason, judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $898. Why don't you just be honest, Ms. Butler, and let us know whether you really believe Mr. Wilson is Nyana's biological father?
I really feel like she's his. I do.
So is that to say that if you had to doubt one of the children, you really didn't know if Zariah was his, but Nyana you're pretty confident about?
Yes. I am. Nyana's definitely yours.
You said that about the other one.
We just heard that same testimony, didn't we, Jerome?
Just heard
But I
something.
did thought both of the kids was yours. Like, we always had sex without no condom. So that's why I don't understand. But Nyana's definitely yours, though.
It's a lottery, ma'am.
No, Nyana's definitely yours.
Let me compose myself, because I want to get the information on Nyana, because I do want her to know who her biological father is. And I'm disappointed, Miss Butler. I really am. You a mother.
No, she's not. No, she's not at all. Don't have a clue what being the mother is.
I do love my kids,
Don't have a
though.
clue what being the mother is.
I love my kids. And I do want to do better. I actually do.
I will repeat, whether you are performing the duties of a mother, doing the best you can, or whether you are just simply wallowing in dysfunction that prevents you from being the mother you know you should be. You are the children's mother if they came out your body. And I'm really disappointed at what I'm seeing from you. I know you're not that old, but you're old enough to know that this is not funny, and no, it's not cute, and it is unacceptable, this behavior.
It is.
If your children could sit here and truly understand the lack of respect and the lack of maturity their mother is showing as it relates to their paternity, their lives, they would be disappointed too. It's not fair.
Not at all.
So let's go on to Nyana. Can you take me to the nature of your relationship during the window of time when Nyana was conceived, Mr. Wilson? What was this relationship then?
She was living in an apartment, so I would come over periodically, check on the kids. We might have sex sometimes, but everybody in the apartment talking about everybody's running out the house. And I caught a guy over there one time. I knocked on the door. She's trying to hide a dude in the bathroom. Multiple occasions.
There was not no multiple occasions.
guys.
You only seen one thing.
I only seen it one time, but
Exactly.
everybody tell me. All apartments.
I'm always in the house. What you talking
Well,
about?
that's where you do all your nasty stuff in the house. I give her some money one time for the bills. She had some little young gangbanging dudes over there, stole her money. You know.
So this is all during when Nyana was conceived?
Yeah.
You got all that going on?
Yeah, she got all
hiding
that
men in
going
the
on.
bathroom and
Hiding
men
in
being
the
over there and
bathroom.
stealing the money, and every time you go over there, you still having sex with her. Now, you old enough to know, I don't know what you doing.
I know it. But I still loved her, though. And I still cried.
I mean, really, you've had so much to say about her.
Yeah, I'm wrong.
And I'm trying to
wrong.
figure out where you coming from.
I'm wrong.
Almost 50 years old, running around here with this little girl that don't know whether she coming or going.
You right. And
In a hurry, going
feel myself for that.
nowhere fast. And you steady having sex with her with no protection and potentially making babies.
Yeah. I thought about that, and I was wrong. I thought we can get back together, because she always said we're going to get back together. And I wanted a family, you know what I'm saying? Because we already got my 2 kids. And, you know.
So this is all going on
I really
during,
love
hold
her.
on. This is all going on when Nyani was conceived.
Yes.
So we can pretty much say that there's paternity doubt here too, if that
Yes.
was going on. And Miss Butler, who were you dating other than Mr. Wilson? Because he even says you weren't living together, so he was kind of coming and going, and you were also dating other people. Do you know definitively who you were dating at that time?
I mean, I wasn't dating, but I did see the guy like a couple of times, and
You know who the guy is?
yeah, but we didn't have.
There's multiple guys.
No, it was like one guy that I can
Multiple
remember.
guys.
I mean, like.
Multiple guys, man.
We did try to have sex, but we did use a condom, and like he didn't even finish. Like he never.
That's the story from Zariah, and that one didn't pan out.
Yeah, that didn't
But
work.
I did that.
Multiple guys.
So you just having sex with a whole bunch of guys that can't finish.
Thank you. I'm the only one can handle my business.
We trying to figure out Miss Butler gonna handle hers. Who else? Who is it?
With Nyana?
Who were you? With Nyana. We're at Nyana now. We want to understand the facts surrounding her conception. Were you just with Mr. Wilson, or were you also with one or more men as well?
I mean, I did see like
Tell the truth.
one guy
Tell the
that
truth.
he seen. That was him.
That's what I caught her with.
That
Tell the
was
truth.
it though.
Tell the truth.
Like-
Tell the truth.
So
was it.
how did you catch her, Mr. Wilson?
I knocked on the door. She's like, who is it? She didn't know it was me. And I looked through the window. I seen the dude, when she found out it was me, I seen the dude trying to run to the bathroom. So I punched through the window. And, you know, I got my kids in there. Got my son sitting on the couch looking crazy. He looking all nervous. You know, while she in the back room entertaining company.
The kids are out in the front room and you back in the room with men?
Yes.
Hold up.
She went man with multiple. That's the only time I caught her physically.
I mean,
but
we was-
everybody in the apartment told me she'd been with multiple men.
That's a lie right
Everybody.
there. That's definitely a lie.
Everybody.
That's a lie.
Everybody.
You making that up. That's a lie.
All right, so you go and you punch through the window because the guy is running out through the bathroom and you believe she was having sex with this guy during the window of time when Nyana was conceived.
Yes.
What else?
Just been my past. Then the guys in the apartment telling me,
No, he
Everybody
just
been up in the apartment?
He just been thinking and guessing.
I ain't been guessing.
That's all he been doing.
People don't know me like that. They wouldn't lie to me. Man, your baby mama, man, she gonna have this dude, that dude, you know.
my God.
Everybody told
So,
me.
Mr. Wilson, what happened when you found out she was pregnant with Nyana?
I
Tell
told her
me
it wasn't
that.
my baby. I told her it wasn't my baby.
So you said, Nyana's not my child.
Yes.
And when he told you that, Miss Butler, what did you say?
I said, Nyana is his. I said it. Nyana is his.
And when I seen the baby, I knew the baby wasn't mine.
I mean, she kind of do look like you.
And so take me to the pregnancy. Take
Y'all
me
did?
to the pregnancy. Did you participate in the pregnancy when Nyana?
Not really, I didn't.
You was actually there though. You was there.
I wasn't really there.
When I was pushing out Nyana, I think you was there.
No, I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I was not there. I didn't get, I was not there when she had the baby. I was not there. I was there when my 2 children was born.
Okay, so did you put Mr. Wilson's name on the birth certificate as father on Nyana's birth certificate?
No.
She know the baby ain't mine.
Did you give the baby his last name?
No.
She knew the baby wasn't mine.
I know Nyana is yours, but I just didn't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So why did the other two get his last name? The other two, you gave the children his last name. Zariah and Nyana, you didn't. Why?
Because with them two, he know that them was his, so and he was actually there.
You say you just didn't do it.
No, I just didn't do it. I just didn't.
So Nyana is 19 months old. What kind of relationship does she have with Mr. Wilson?
None at all. He don't really come by to see her. Nothing really.
Can't come by. Too many men running in and out.
Oh my gosh.
Can't come by. I'm scared to go over there.
So how do you see the other kids, the two?
They live with me. I took them from her house and moved them in with me. I didn't want them kids to be around that mess.
So you have the two
I
kids
have my 2 kids.
with your last name.
Yes.
But the other two, they're at Ms. Butler.
Yeah, I can't take some ain't mine.
Have you spent any time with Nyana? Have you gotten to know
I
her
don't
at
have
all?
no bond with her at all.
No.
No fatherly bond or nothing of the sort. I might have seen her 5 times.
In 19 months?
Yes.
And how does that make you feel, Ms. Butler? I mean, you're saying you really do believe he's Nyana's biological father, but he doesn't do anything or spend any time with her?
Well, ma'am, I do a lot for all the kids because I'm that's the kind of person I am. Her first birthday, I bought a birthday cake, bought her presents, but she didn't do nothing for her own kids,
It's not about the presents, it's about the presence
Thank you.
of the parent.
Exactly. That's what she's talking about.
And I'm concerned that the babies didn't get any presents from you and you aren't present for them.
Not at all.
I was present.
It's sad.
So here we are. Nyana's 19 months, so I guess she doesn't have anybody to say dad. She don't even say that because she didn't have anybody, right? Or who is it?
Kevin?
Does she have a father figure? What does she have?
Nothing really.
Multiple guys. She don't know. She got that baby confused.
Does she call anybody daddy or dad? Does she call anybody that?
No, I don't think she can even say dad yet.
She confused, baby confused.
She not
So many
confused, she
multiple
just
dudes
not
coming in and
saying it
out.
yet.
She don't even know.
Oh my God.
Baby don't even know, ma'am. I'm telling you. She ain't no way she could know. Multiple guys running in and out.
So if you are her biological father, Mr. Wilson.
Coming with me.
No.
I can't have them babies like that. Them little girls.
No,
man.
that's not happening.
And you can't have no little girls around somebody like this.
But the only problem is you're not on the birth certificate yet.
But we can change that.
No.
Because it's laws. Because them kids, man, they don't deserve no mother like that.
No, I said I want to do better, so.
You've been saying that for
I'm
5 years.
going to do better, so be
For
quiet.
5 years. And she ain't changed a bit, Yana.
You
Haven't
don't know.
changed a bit. I do know.
You don't even
I
live
do
with
know.
me.
So, Miss Butler, what if Mr. Wilson is not?
That just can't happen. That just can't be.
You said that the first time.
Okay, but I know for a fact she is yours. So that can't be.
Have you thought about what if he's not?
No. I know for a fact she's definitely his.
Yeah, that about Zariah.
You did.
Damn. But she is yours.
Okay, we'll find out in just a moment.
We're gonna find out right now because I'm about sick of y'all. Give me a result. I really am. This is just so raggedy.
Yeah, it is, Reg.
No, it really is. And you sitting up in here just talking like you on a playground somewhere. Just no, what? When listen to me. Stomach growing instead of your mind. No. You don't get to come in here with 4 babies and do that silly nonsense in front of me. That may work for them raggedy guys you used to dealing with, but that don't work for me. All that whining and smiling and hair pulling and no. That's a no. And the only reason they falling for it is so you get on your back. And you steady doing it.
Easy.
Sitting up here with these babies running around here, don't know who the daddy is, and you sitting up here smiling and laughing, and Mr. Wilson, you in here co-signing like you on here, like you gonna get you a robe and a gavel, but you over there sleeping with a girl 20-something years younger with it, and you know she not developed up here enough to even be processing all this. All of y'all. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Wilson versus Butler, when it comes to 19-month-old Nyana Butler, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Wilson, you are the father.
My little baby.
Yeah, Mr. Righteous, you done missed 19 months of that little baby's life.
Well, I can make up for it.
Yeah.
No.
You better start making up for it now. Both of you all better start making up for some stuff. All this blessings both of you all got, I didn't get to have my son until I was 41. And boy, I thank the Lord. I was so grateful just to get one. I know you struggling. And what I've learned now is sometimes you can get so lost. If I shine the light for you, you wouldn't even see it. You got to get some help, baby. Look at me. You got to get some help. Because when I look at you, you can barely look me in the eye. So I know what I'm saying is true. And I know even though you may play stupid, you not. Back here, you understand what I'm saying. Do you not?
Yes.
Let's stop this game, because you losing, and so are the kids. Go talk to Dr. Jeff. Tell the truth. He don't have no time for you to sit up in there and make up lies. And he don't want to see you in there playing with your hair and doing your little shtick that you do. Play it out. Go in there and tell the truth. Do it for your children. Do it for Zariah.